You're an awful communicator. Have you ever heard that statement before? Hello, good afternoon. My name is Jonathan Rivera, and like many of you, I've heard that statement several times before. But in the past few weeks, I've collected so much information about communication that I am bound to improve my skills. Today, I will be discussing 4 principal takeaways from part 1 and part 2 of this communication class. For part 1, I will be discussing self-perception and nonverbal messages. And for part 2, I will be discussing presentation aids and public speech apprehension. So for the first topic, I'll be discussing self-perception. As defined in the textbook, self-perception is the overall view of ourselves. It contains 2 elements, self-concept and self-esteem. Self-concept is the overall evaluation of our personal capabilities. This includes skills, talents, and personality traits, while self-esteem concerns more of one's perception of their own personal worth. It is extremely crucial that we are conscious of these notions while communicating with one another to ensure that we have reliable interactions with one another. This leads me into my next topic, which is nonverbal messages. This segment of the textbook was so incredibly revealing to me. I'm a person that does a lot of this. I use a lot of expressions. I use my eyes a lot. I use my face. I use my hands. Nonverbal communication is inevitable. The mere presence of another person in the room indicates the use of nonverbal messaging. The emotional meaning behind our words are usually displayed through nonverbal communications, through gestures, facial expressions, like things I mentioned before, like vocal pitch. These are usually like aids to help people really understand what are our true messages and our true intentions. Speaking of aids, this leads me into my next topic, which is presentation aids. These are super, super useful. These are any visual or audio tools that a speaker may use to enhance an audience member's experience. They can be presented in various ways. They can captivate your audience's attention and help them comprehend the information that you're trying to present. They also may help accommodate for your audience's different learning styles. Examples of presentation aids include models, photographs, diagrams, and charts. Now, unlike presentation aids, my next topic does not help you whatsoever. It's public speech apprehension. This occurrence is a fear an individual experiences while anticipating or conducting a speech in front of an audience. A substantial portion of the population suffer from this fear, unfortunately, I myself included. It is characterized by negative expectations, lightheadedness, shortness of breath, pounding of the heart, sweating, and plenty of others. Fortunately, there are several techniques that people use to reduce anxiety before a speaking event. One of these methods is communication orientation management system, which incorporates taking on a communication orientated speech rather than a performance orientation. This helps us view a speech as like a casual conversation rather than like a performance. And that really reduces the pressure and the need to feel like to impress the audience. So as you can see, this initial portion of the course has offered several valuable chunks of information that will help me improve my communication skills. And all of these components are interconnected and they are all super, super critical to our own day-to-day encounters with the world around us. So thank you for your time and I hope you enjoyed my presentation.